Welcome back to the channel, Aromas by Miles. I'm Miles, and thanks for joining in on this slow dance around the world of fragrances. What we're going to do today is something a little bit different. I've been scarfing up discovery sets, trying to figure out what kinds of fragrances are out there in those houses that I normally wouldn't buy. So I've gotten quite a few of them, and they range from price to $45 to $300. So we've got a pretty good range. I'm just tired of going out there and wondering what some of these houses are doing, and I don't want to spend the money to find out. So I decided to go with the discovery sets. It's not the cheapest thing in the world, but it's a great way to figure out what kind of fragrances are out there. So the first one we're going to do today is the Harmonist, and it's gotten a lot of hype over the last couple of years. I don't know if you can see that or not, wherever it is. The Harmonist. This is about 85 bucks. There's 1.5 milliliters. There's 10 of them in there, so that's 15 milliliters of juice. You do the math. It was started in, what was it, 2012, 2013, I think, by a perfumer from Uzbekistan named Lola Tiliyeva. Lola Tiliyeva. Sorry about that, Lola. But it's now based in Paris, like everything else. And again, the 10 cents are about 85 bucks. So is that a deal? I don't know. But let's get started. This is the Yin and the Yang set, which is kind of interesting. And I think there's some interesting scents in here. The Hypnotizing Fire I've smelled before, and that's about it. So we're going to go through it together, see what we've got, see what your Yin and see what your Yang looks like, and then we'll go from there. So the first one is going to be, I think it's Hypnotizing Fire. It's got a little slide thing here, and you pull that off, and here's the card and all that. In the first one, we're going to go with the Yin side. And this one's Hypnotizing Fire. If I can figure out how to shoot this thing off. With my big bare paws, it's a hard deal to work. So let's see what this one smells like. Even though I have smelled this one before. Let's see. I'm not sure what the perfumer is on this. They call this an Oriental Floral. It's a 2016 release, unisex. It's, like I said, it's gotten a lot of hype. The top notes are pimiento, cloves, what else is in here? Patchouli, Bulgarian rose, and there's a little bit of praline. It's a good quality scent. It's kind of sexy, it's unique, it's different. It's got good longevity, projection. It reminds me a little bit of Tigar from Bulgari, but certainly it's a little bit cheaper than that, but not a whole lot. I guess you're either going to like this one or you're not. So I'm going to call this a warm spicy. I get a little bit of, you know, that Oriental DNA is pretty present in there. There's some benzoin vanilla. Yeah, I like those ingredients, so this is a good fragrance for me. I've heard people call it, you remember that fireball you used to drink when you were a kid, you know, right out of high school or in high school, depending. You know, that cheap gut rot stuff. It's got a little bit of that at the end of it, sort of a heavy, it's kind of a cinnamon to me. But anyway, that's a pretty good scent. I don't own a bottle of it, but I might go ahead and buy a bottle of it later on. Let's take a look at the next one. The next one's going to be Magnetic Wood. Don't know where they get these names, but Magnetic Wood here is a 2016 release. It's a woody floral musk. They say it's unisex. We'll see what it smells like. If I can find the... All right, let's take a look at this one. Ooh, ooh, okay, okay. Okay. A little bit of powdery. It's green. I didn't know it was going to be green. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. Bergamot, mandarin, osmanthus in the top, mimosa, and iris. And then they say there's sea daffodil. Anyone knows what the hell sea daffodil is supposed to taste like? I mean, taste like, smell like? No idea. And it's got, you know, woods in the base, sandalwood, cedar, guaiac wood. But what is sea daffodil? Overall, I think it's a pretty good scent. Maybe it's not one for me. I don't particularly like this DNA, but longevity and projection sucks. It's terrible. Again, a lot of these green aquatic fragrances, kind of citrusy fragrances, are all the same, but I do like the mimosa. I can smell that. Taste it. I keep saying I'm going to taste it. I don't want to taste it. I can smell it. It comes off pretty fresh. There's a little bit of energy there. I don't remember exactly how much it costs, but I have on my notes that it's overpriced. Duh. That's like none of them are cheap. I don't think it's for me, but again, it's not a bad scent. So let's look at number 3. Number 3, again, bear paws. Get it out of this little thing. Number 3 is going to be a scent called Guiding Water, and they say it's a unisex blue fragrance. Again, launched in 2016. I guess these guys were pretty busy in 2016. Ozonic, watermelon, aquatic notes. They say the mids are lotus, whatever the hell that is, cyclamine and jasmine. And the base is lily, white musk, and white pepper. So it's going to be a lighter, kind of a more, they say it's unisex, but it sounds like to me it's going to be more of a feminine leaning fragrance. And lotus, evidently lotus plant is sweet and it's got kind of a green smell. For you guys who don't know what cyclamine is, it's a floral note, it's got kind of a hint of pepper. So they've got white pepper and this cyclamine in there at the same time. It's not used very often. So let's see what this thing tastes like. Tastes like. Don't taste it. God damn it. Don't taste it. I want to get censored. Let's try again here. I definitely get the musk and the white pepper. Oh, I do get the watermelon. Did I say there was watermelon in there? I don't remember. Watermelon's an unusual note. And again, you know, it's mostly feminine type fragrances where you see watermelon. Very rarely in any unisex fragrance, real unisex fragrances, but that's pretty good. It's got terrible longevity like the rest of them, 3 to 5 hours. But I did try this one. Is this the one I tried? Yeah, I tried this one, you know, in the Texas oven, and it actually held up pretty well. You might have to overspray it depending on where you are, but I think that's okay. Again, it's fairly expensive, but yeah, it's definitely a feminine fragrance. It's kind of clean in the dry down. I remember it now. A good scent for the summer, maybe early fall, depending on where you live. Here in Texas, there's not much difference between the fall and the late summer. So yeah, that's not a bad one. I'm going to put that one over here. Let me see if I can get the next little bottle out of here. Decant. Okay, this one is Metal Flower. Again, we're still in the Yin collection, and this is a 2016 Chypre, they're saying with some floral notes, so we'll see what this is. It's got aldehydes and orange blossom and rose, so it's pretty floral in the top. It's got some Bulgarian rose, ylang ylang. Sounds like a floral bomb to me. And white musk and patchouli in the bottom. It's heavy in the aldehydes. Let's see what this one smells like, not tastes like. Maybe I should just start tasting these things. Where's the little Hootis? Got all these little bottles laying around. Don't know about this one. It's not very unique. It's been done before. This one's not my favorite. I just don't think the rose and the musk dance well together on this one. It's a little bit like laundry. Yeah, I don't think I'd buy this one. Sorry, Harmonist. That's not in my yin, for sure. Let's take a look at the next one. Maybe it'll do a little bit better. This one is Royal Earth. Again, another 2016 release. This is a aromatic floral. It's fresh. This one projects pretty well. Summer, spring. Again, one of those fragrances. It's got some tonka and some vetiver in the base. Top notes are carrot seeds, angelica, and brett. There's some iris and heliotrope, a little bit of neroli in the mids, and then it's kind of got a sweet base. Sandalwood, tonka bean, vetiver. Let's see what this one's like on the strip. Maybe I should just put this strip in my mouth and suck on it. Well, not so much. There we go. I blasted it all over my arm. Oh. Man. Sandalwood just explodes out of there. I don't get much tonka. I get some vetiver. Maybe this would dry down different. It's pretty fresh. Maybe this is one that you'd wait 15 or 20 minutes, which I'm not going to do, and do the dry down. They say it's about 4 to 6 hours on the skin. This would probably handle the heat pretty well. I mean, I like that neroli and orange blossom, but man, it's buried a little bit in the opening. There's some ambrette. Yeah, it's changing a little bit. Maybe it's a little powdery to me. I can get the iris. I can get a little bit of the iris. Yeah. I'd probably buy this one. Seems like it's versatile, but it seems a little heavy for the summer for me. Good longevity. I think it hangs on my skin a little bit better than some of the others. I think the heat's going to bring this out. I don't know. I might add this one to my collection, or it's going to get in the maybe column over here. Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. We've got to keep going here. The next one, we're going to move over into the yang side. So get your yang out and get ready. This one is Velvet Fire. It's a 2020 release. So it looks like they did a bunch of fragrances in 2016 and a bunch in 2020. This is what they call an Oriental Fougere. We'll see how that works. Let's try this one on a strip. These bottles are all going to fall off the table here in a minute, but ooh, This is like I say, an Oriental Fougere. They say this is unisex, but this almost seems like it's a little bit masculine to me. It's got clary sage, cypress, and myrtle. Some tobacco, saffron, neroli in the mid, which I love those combinations together, and oud tonka and labdanum in the base. Again, I love the note breakdown. I wonder if it's in the dry down, it'd be a little bit different. I don't get much of the tobacco and the saffron. Yeah, I can get some of the tonka. It's a little bit sweet, but I'm not picking up much of the oud just yet, at least to my nose. It smells expensive, I'll tell you that. I bet it's a good fall and winter scent. I don't know, the jury's still out. Maybe it's kind of like Diddy. Longevity's good, above average. I remember this one. I did put this one on for a while before we talked about it. This is one that stayed on my skin pretty good. I think this one's worth a sample or knock down a Discovery kit if you want to try and get some of these others. I haven't found any that are really terrible. One that I definitely didn't like, and a couple that maybe weren't my normal style. So if I have style at all, obviously. So okay, that's a pretty good one. That's going to go in the maybe column 2. So let's move on to the next one. The next one's Golden Wood, and it was another creation in the 2020 version of things by Guillaume Flavier. Sorry, Guillaume. But this is they say this is a waxy orange scent. I'm not sure. It's got woods in the name, and I'm not sure where that one comes from. This one's not very complex. I remember this one. This one's not very complex. It's been done before, but it's not offensive. It'd probably be a good office scent. Let's get this one on strip. I don't think it's going to offend anybody. It's got mandarin orange, bitter orange, bergamot, so it's heavy citrus at the top. Oh yeah. Ooh. Mid's got some beeswax, gaiac wood, and pear. I don't know exactly what pear smells like. I'd have to smell that thing on a test tube or something. The base is oak moss and cabrava. What is cabrava, you ask? I have no idea. So I had to go look it up, and it's an oil from the Santos mahogany tree. And it's supposed to smell, and they use it in making furniture. It's a little sweet and woody. Any furniture makers out there who want to chime in, do so in the comments, please. It's got good longevity, moderate sillage. Actually, I like it. It smells a little bit like, that lemon pledge, I think. Maybe it's that citrus bomb at the top. And then it dries down. It's kind of a waxy, sweet fragrance. Tell me what you think about those notes. It's a little bit weird. Like I say, furniture makers, chime in, please. I don't know about this one. I'm not going to put this one in the go column. So let's look at number 8. That's going to be Sacred Wood. Is that what it is? Yeah. And again, we're still in your yang area. 2020 release, aromatic, aquatic scent, ginger, citron, mandarin. Again, heavy citrus in the top, and then it's got seaweed. What is? if it's the seaweed I think about when I walk on the beach, and especially in Galveston, Texas, where all that mess washes up. Seaweed, magnolia, the orange blossom in the mid, ambergris, which I'm sure is in Broxton, and cedar and amorous in the base. Let's try this one on scent. Straight up here. Ooh, okay. Yeah. I don't think this is their best effort. I don't know who the perfumer is, but it isn't my favorite. Maybe it's this seaweed thing, which I'm not going to like anyway. I mean, rotted seaweed? No. The only time I eat seaweed is when it's dry and I put it in sushi. I don't want to walk on the beach with rotted seaweed. There are better aquatic scents out there. That one's not for me. That's definitely going in the trash column. The note breakdown, nah, it's not very good. The final juice for me isn't going to work. And this next one here, we're almost to the end of this, is Matrix Metal. Now you're going to think this has got to have some kind of metallic run to it. It's a unisex, another one of those 2020 releases. Doesn't list a perfumer, so I don't know if that's Guillaume or not. But let's see what this one is. It's got some metallic notes, nutmeg and cardamom. Oh yeah, I get the nutmeg in the top. It's got some white musk, vetiver, cyclamine. Again, got a little citrus thing in the, to me it comes off citrus, a little bit of citrus in the mid maybe. In the base they're listing sequoia, white musk, and sandalwood. Well, I like sandalwood and white musk, but I have no idea what sequoia is supposed to smell like. And they say it's an evergreen scent. Sure it is. Evergreen for me is a cedar tree down here in Texas. Yeah, this is a fall, spring. Maybe you could get away with it in the summer, late in the evening, I don't know. I would say this isn't the dressiest fragrance. It's probably night and day. You could probably wear it both night and day in the summer. Nothing too formal. This isn't a great performer, but it's, you know, moderate like all these kinds of, seems to be moderate's the best they're going to get out of the Harmonist anyway. It's a masculine fragrance though. It's coming across as woody masculine. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Okay, aldehydes are kind of up front. Yeah, good. Sorry you guys, there's birds outside, so if you hear that, it's not my fault. God, now they're going to scream and holler. They're right outside the window. Okay, that's going to be maybe a to-do. And then the last one we've got is Desired Earth. And that's another Guillaume Flavé fragrance from the 2020. This is an Oriental Woody frag. I think I've smelled this one before. I know I have. So let's put it on scent, if I remember right. This is kind of a versatile fragrance, if I remember. I wore this one out one time when I was testing these things. Yeah, no, I like this one. It's not very complex. Seems like it's versatile to me. It's got Immortelle LMA cade oil in the top. I get cedar and a little bit of myrrh. The reason I know what myrrh smells like is I bought one of those make your own perfume things. Tolu balsam. Oh, I'm getting the iris. I don't get much vanilla, but I'm getting a lot of vetiver in the base. So I love the base. I love, you know, iris, vanilla, and vetiver. I mean, who wouldn't? I remember now. Let me put this one on skin. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna smell like. Ooh, that's right. I do remember. I got an old brain, so I'm starting to remember things now. Oh yeah, I do. Actually, I like this one. This is kind of middle of the road. I mean, it's versatile. It's nothing super fancy, nothing different. But yeah, I remember. This is about 5 or 6 hours. I sprayed it on my clothes and a little bit of my hair, and it pushed out pretty well, even in the summer heat. Yeah, it smells pretty good. It feels like there's good quality in it. It's woody and resinous, but I think you could get away with it in a summer evening, maybe. I would probably say give it a sample, see what you think. So yeah, so I don't know what you think about the house or what you think about those descriptions, but I would say there's maybe, if I had to narrow it down, I'd probably narrow it down to a couple that are worth trying. Obviously, Hypnotizing Fire seems like to me a level above. And there's a couple others that I would try in here, possibly buy a bottle of. But you guys tell me which ones you think I should buy other than Hypnotizing Fire. Give me a break. And we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll pick up one of these. And I'm going to ask you, please like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Remember, the goal of this channel is to support Medic Outpost nonprofit. That's a nonprofit that helps first responders around the world. Every bit of it goes to that, if there's anything up from it. And there's a little bit more of that at the end. Thanks for watching. Remember, we're all in this together. You guys take care, and all the best. And I'll see you on the next one. Thank you a lot.
Y usted puede ir haciendo algo más. Revisa.
Aromas by Miles is proud to support the nonprofit Medic Outpost. Medic Outpost's mission is to provide training and equipment to remote first responders around the world. They've increased the quality of healthcare and access to healthcare in some of the most remote areas in the world. If you're interested in finding out more, go to www.medicoutpost.org. Thanks.